Alright, so today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be ranking NBA teams. NBA teams, we have 5 tiers. The championship contenders in the red. Strong playoff teams, orange. Sneaky team, yellow's orange. Middle of the pack, yellow. And then next year, a.k.a. top lottery pick for next season. And this season probably too. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Not waste any more time. Start off with the Atlantic Division. Let's get the Sixers out the way. Let's start off with the Sixers. 76ers. Basically that team is injured like usual. Jeremy McCain probably be out for maybe a couple games in the beginning of the season. Maybe he's gonna be ready. Embiid, what's up with his health? Paul George, what's up with his health? That dude's always injured. He probably gonna never play. Who else on the team? Maxey, really good point guard. And you got VJ Edgecombe. I'm recording this after the preseason game in Dubai. He played pretty good. VJ Edgecombe, I think at 14 points, 6 assists, something like that, 5 rebounds, something like that. He didn't play that bad. Kind of played that Jimmy Butler kind of. Obviously that was his comp probably. You got also Dembona, not that bad. Big man, Janai Broom, not that bad. The team is young. Justin Edwards too. Justin Edwards is a really good guy, underrated. Quentin Grimes, obviously too, if he probably accepts a qualifying offer. I don't know if he did or did not, but it's October now. You gotta hurry up and do that already. The only thing I'm nitpicking is the big man help behind Embiid. Did they really have big man help and injuries? Now, they can definitely be better than the East, because the East is weak this season, obviously. So, I'm going to put the Sixers in probably sneaky. I'm not going to put them in the middle of the pack. They could probably be a sneaky good team. I'm not going to say strong playoff team, just because the injury, it's like the Niners of the NFL. That team is injured somehow, as always. As advertised. Said it wrong. But next is the Knicks. Let's see. The Knicks, I'm just going to say championship contenders. If they don't make the finals, I'm being honest, they might have to make some moves. If they don't make the finals, they might have to make some moves. Because you made it to the ECF last year. You know, basically, that was the healthiest team you can ever gotten. Playing your players to the ground. Tom Thibodeau did. You got Cat. You still got your core, basically. You got Brunson, Bridges, Cat, Anunoby. Mitch Robinson's going to be healthy in the beginning of the season. You picked up Yabu Sele, Jordan Clarkson. Solid players. And also you picked up, what was that other guy name again? Forgot his name. You got Paconia Dadiet. He's alright. And you also got McBride. Still a championship contending team, I'll say. Not that bad. Just make it out the East. Do that. Next, we're going to do the Celtics. I don't know why I skipped over the Celtics. They might be middle of the pack. I'm not going to say strong playoff team. They might be a sneaky team. They might be just be a sneaky team. You know, people might say, they're not going to make the playoffs. Jason Tatum says he's going to be ready for the end of the season. I feel like you should just sit out the rest of the season. You shouldn't play no games. Don't rush the injury, please. Like I seen him playing practice in the practice facility. Good ball. His handle's still there. His shot's still there. This dude acting like he was not injured at all. Basically just made a whole act up. Like Paul Pierce. I know he didn't do that, but he's actually injured. Jaylen Brown, he has to carry the load. Let's see him as a number 1 option. Derek White, see if he steps up as well. No more Drew Holiday. No more Porzingis. Your center rotation is kind of trash. It's kind of trash. Kada, no more Cornette either. I really don't know. And no more Horford either. Yeah. He plays basically Holiday with Simons, which is not, your team probably going to be a little less defensive. Let's just say that. You lost Cornette, you lost Horford, you lost basically Tatum, another good defender too. Like, it's going to be like all offense, chucking threes. But, and Pritchard as well. You got Pritchard. You got a couple players defensive liabilities for sure on that team, but gonna be still good scoring team. I would say probably top 10. No, not top. That's too low. Top 7-ish, 5 offense probably in the East. But the defense, Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets. I'm just gonna say next year. I really don't know what the draft was honestly for them. 5 first-round picks. Yegor Demon, Nolan Traore, Danny Wolf, Ben Suraf, and then Powell, Drake Powell. The best guy in my opinion out of that draft class probably Yegor or Danny Wolf. If they move on from Sharp and Claxton, I will probably say Danny Wolf because they might get rid of those guys. Because Jordi Fernandez did a hell of a job last year. He probably gonna do the same thing this year. That team gonna win too many games. That's a problem with that team. They're basically the Utah Jazz of the East. They win too many games for no reason. You don't not need to win too many games. You're trash as it is. You already know who you guys are. You got Michael Porter not pass the ball. Cam Thomas not pass the ball. Zaire Williams, he's going to get traded probably, if I had to take a guess. Claxton might get traded. Sharp already talked about him. The depth on the team has talent. Knicks have talent, but they don't have quality talent. They have talent, but not quality talent. They might be screwed. The Nets might be screwed. I'm pretty sure they have their pick this year. Not next year, though. I feel like they have their pick this year, but not next year. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, they need a tank. If that's the case, they need a tank. Like today. You can't afford to lose your pick. Next. The Raptors. Raptors. Another sneaky playoff team. Honestly, they could be playoff. They could be like playing. Sneaky maybe playing. Back in playoff team 6 seed. Do like 10 seed. Nah, do like an 8 seed. Now, they have a lot of size. Raptors love size on that team. Got Grady Dick. Pause. No, actually, no pause. Grady Dick, Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Jakob Poeltl, and you got Jamal Shed, Jamison Battle, Chris Boucher on the team. No, he's not. He's on the Celtics. Jacoby Walter as well. Obagi. Like they got guys. They got talent. It's just I'm worried about their passing abilities on that team. You know, Scotty Barnes might have to play point Scotty Barnes time. If you want more size, you definitely got to put him at the point guard spot. They might get rid of R.J. Barrett. I don't know. I feel like they would. Because he's kind of a... You already know who he is at this point. You already know what R.J. Barrett is. Did he live up to his height? I don't know. Probably not. But you kind of already know what he is. You already know what he is. So, and quickly, too, you're paying him a lot of money. Ingram, this team's going to get really expensive fast. Very fast. They're already expensive as it is. So, if they don't make the playoffs, I don't know. I don't know no more. I don't know no more about this team. I don't know. You're going to have the highest pay, one of the higher payrolls in the league, and you're not going to make the playoffs. Great. Next, let's do Central Division. The Bucks. I don't know. Oh, man. I'm going to drop the Celtics down. I'm going to drop the Celtics down in the middle of the pack. I'm going to put Bucks and Sneakies here. I don't know if they're a strong playoff team. I really don't know. I don't know. They have Giannis, one of the best players in the league. Probably the best player in the East. Actually, the best player in the East. You got Miles Turner. You got rid of Damian Lillard. You cut him. You stretched his contract. You got Kevin Porter Jr., AJ Green, rookies you don't develop. Ryan Hollins, right? That's his name. I feel like he's gonna be a sneaky good guy. He's gonna be a glue guy for sure. This team will probably be a mess. Bobby Portis, sneaky good. Actually, he's not even sneaky good. He's a good player. Bobby Portis is a good player. Why am I talking about sneaky good? It just depends on the schedule. That's like most teams. Gary Trent Jr., they obviously have him too. Jericho Sims, backup center. I don't know. This team is just a mess. I don't know. This team's a mess. Like, they really don't want Giannis to leave. This team doesn't have Giannis. They're gonna be the worst team in the league. They're gonna be worse than like teams we're gonna get to later. That's gonna be that bad. They're gonna be that bad, and they don't have that picks. They don't have picks. They don't not have picks either. So sneaky team. Bulls, middle of the pack. Maybe next year. Maybe I put them next year. But like knowing the Bulls owner, they want to like win games. They want to win games. So they're going to F up their drafting odds. Kind of like the Jazz in some way. I'm keep mentioning the Jazz. I don't know why I keep doing that. Maybe like the Blazers. But like this team is like bad, but not as bad. But they're not good. They're mid. They're mid. That's the definition of mid. Josh Giddey, they just paid him. This team is just Patrick Williams, that huge contract. Like that's one of the worst contracts in the league. Let's just talk about that. That's like the worst contract in the league. Patrick Williams, that's the worst contract in the league. You gotta build around. I don't know if they're gonna keep Kobe White either. So you're gonna build around either Montes Buzelis and Kobe White, or just Buzelis. And you drafted Noah Essegay as well. So, and you still got Vooch. You still got Vooch on your team. You need to get rid of him. That's the last guy in that Bulls era that they made the playoffs that one year. You need to get rid of him too. Just like they got rid of Lonzo. I don't know. This team should just tank. Just tank. Please just tank. The Cavaliers, obviously championship contenders. You know what that team is right now. The starting five is basically all stars. That core is strong, glue guy, you know. Garland, Mitchell, Mobley. But I already have an injury on their team. So will that impact their chance of going to the finals? F no. Actually, no. The Eastern Conference Finals. Let's just say that. Eastern Conference Finals. No. If they don't make the Eastern Conference Finals, this team just sucks. This team literally just the Phoenix Suns, what they were a couple years ago. Just a regular season team, and they just suck in the playoffs. They just collapse. They literally just collapse. Yeah, they literally just collapse. Just like the Vikings in the NFL. You want to compare NFL teams, you know. Just like the what's the MLB team that always collapses in the playoffs? The Padres? Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next team. The next team we're going to go to is the Pacers. Pacers, another sneaky team. I really don't have no strong playoff team right now. That's not a championship contending team. Maybe it's going to be the Sixers that bump up at the end of this. In the East, at least. Pause. No rhyming. Obviously, without Halliburton, you don't have Turner no more. Your center depth is terrible. If I'm just being honest. And Nembhard needs to step up. Benedict Mathurin needs to step up. Neesmith needs to step up. Pascal Siakam needs to be number one option. He was there on the Raptors at the Kawhi left, but at least he knows how it feels to be a number one option again. You know, he was a number one option technically in the playoffs, and you got Obi Toppin still. And you got TJ McConnell. He's going to carry that point guard role with Nembhard. So, and you got Jarris Walker, excited about him. And then you got Johnny Furphy as well. Excited about him as well. The team has depth. The team definitely has quality. This team has quality, unlike the Nets. They have quality, but can he put it all together? And, you know, Matthew needs to change up his playing style to help the team out, please. For Pacers fans, at least. So I'm not a Pacers fan, but hey. Next, let's do the Southeast Division. Let's start off with the Hawks. Hawks, strong playoff team. And if they don't make the playoffs, as a top 5 seed minimum, and they collapse in the playoffs just like the early Hawks did when they have Horford and Teague on those teams, they might just be cursed. You know, that ECF 2021 Hawks team was not better on paper than that Hawks team back in the day. But you got Trae Young, got Okongwu, Jalen Johnson, Reese Shea, second year. Excited about that. You got good role players. You got Nick Alexander Walker. You got Dyson Daniels, obviously, too. You got guys on your team. You definitely got guys on your team. Build around Trae Young with 3-and-D players. Exactly what they're doing. Exactly what they're doing. And also got Ace and Newell. So, strong playoff team. Yeah. I mean, that's all I need to say. Heat, middle of the pack. If they somehow make the playoffs at the top 6 seed, I will be surprised. Because that team has talent, but they don't have top-end talent. You know, they got Hero. They might trade away. Who knows? They might trade away Hero or Bam or none. Knowing the Heat, they might trade none. You got Andrew Wiggins. You picked up Norman Powell in the offseason. You got Kasper Jakujonis. Solid pieces. Kel Ware with Bam in the front court. And you got Davion Mitchell. Not bad of a team. But you're not going to be making out the East. Not even second round. Not even first round. You got Eric Spoelstra, the head coach. That's all you need, I guess. Hornets, next year. Obviously, a next year team. I don't need to explain why. LaMelo can play some games. If he can play upwards of 50, 60 games, be healthy as he was, I think, 2022. If he can be as healthy as that, that Hornets team might be better than what people think. But if not, no. I still think they're a bottom-end team in the East. I don't think they're better than the Bulls or the Heat. Definitely not the Heat. Maybe the Bulls, but not the Heat. But the Bulls are not going to win games, so I'm not going to. Unless they trade away people, I'm going to take the Bulls over the Hornets. If the Bulls make moves and sell, then I'll take the Hornets over the Bulls. That makes sense. But the Hornets ceiling max is a playing team. Max. Lowest, 13 seed. 14 seed. LaMelo Ball, you got scorers. Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Liam McNeely, Con Knipple. You got guys. You definitely got solid guys around LaMelo Ball. You need like basically the 3-and-D type. 3-and-D type around LaMelo Ball because LaMelo Ball not the best defender in the world. And the center depth, I'm questionable about that because Diabetes is probably going to be your starting center. Musa is going to be your starting center. Or Ryan Kalkbrenner. I probably said his name wrong. Next year. Definitely next year team. Next year team. I'm not even thinking about that twice. Last is the Wizards. Next year. Another next year team. You guys got talent. You guys got more talent than the Hornets. But you guys don't got that blue chipper like LaMelo on your team. Or even Brandon Miller possibly can be. You only got Alex Sarr, Kayshawn George, Bob Carrington, Trey Johnson now in the fold. You got Chris Middleton, CJ McCollum, Marvin Bagley, Tristan Vucevic, not bad. Got rid of Poole, got rid of Kuzma. I don't know if I like this team or not. And I forgot the Pistons. I am so dumb. Strong playoff team. I am so dumb. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to cut off the Wizards, but I completely forgot about the Pistons existing. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Pistons fans. I'm very sorry. You can call me dumb all you want. But let's go back to the Wizards real quick. They also got Sam Penny. Might get rid of him. Kayshawn George, already said him. Corey Kispert, they're going to trade him probably. Dylan Jones, and they got Cam Whitmore from the Rockets. Yeah, a lot of talent, just not top-end talent in next year team because they're tanking for sure. And even the head coach, I think they said that too. Now the Pistons. Kay Cunningham, top 10 player in the league, in my opinion. Ron Holland, going to have an up year. Asar Thompson, going to have an up year. Jalen Duren's going to get better defensively for sure. Tobias Harris, back on your team. Don't have Malik Beasley no more. You replace him with Duncan Robinson and Karis LeVert. You got Paul Reed, I think, on your team still. You got Isaiah Stewart on your team. Basically, just kept your core. Basically, just to say same old Pistons. You know, same old Pistons. Just weaker conference makes you a strong playoff team alone. With that logic. So yeah, now the Orlando Magic. Strong playoff team. I really don't think they're a championship contending team. In my opinion, at least. You know. Say what you want. Just proving the playoffs. That's it. I know you guys gonna be a top 3 seed. Desmond Bane, you guys picked up. Got rid of KCP. Got Paulo Still. Got Franz Wagner. Mo Wagner. Wendell Carter Jr. Goga Badatse. You got Jalen Suggs. Don't have Cole Anthony no more. Jalen Suggs probably gonna be your starting point guard. No, they're okay with that. Tristan Da Silva, solid. Jason Richardson, really good pickup in the draft. Steal. You guys got shooters now. No excuse to be the worst shooting team in the league. You guys playing like it's the 2012s, 13s. Start playing like 2020s. Start chucking threes. All they need to do is start chucking threes. Like if they had the Boston Celtics head coach, Joe Mazzulla, you've been chucking threes. Just chuck threes. Chuck threes, you'll be okay. Alright, let's go to the Northwest Division now. Northwest, let's start off with the Denver Nuggets. Championship contending team. Why? They just got better. They actually got a backup center behind Nikola Jokic. They finally got a backup center. You got Jonas Valanciunas, solid guy. And you also don't have Michael Porter no more, but you replace him with Cameron Johnson. You replace him with him. Got Christian Brown still, Payne Watson, Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic. You got Deron Holmes back from the scary injury last year. Aaron Gordon, Pickett. Not a bad team. Just no more Westbrook. Not a bad team. Championship contending team nonetheless. Now next, we got the Thunder. Obviously, championship contending team. We already know what they are. I don't need to explain why they're in championship contending team. Can they repeat? That's the only question about that team. Next, let's do the Timberwolves. Strong playoff team for sure. Very stacked division, honestly, too. Timberwolves, who's going to be your point guard? It's going to be Ant-Man, it's going to be DiVincenzo, it's going to be Dillingham. Who is going to be? One of those three. Probably going to be Ant, if I had to guess. Ant. You got Jaden McDaniels. You paid Nas Reed. You paid Julius Randle. No more Nah. Jaden McDaniels probably need to step a little more. You got Terry Shannon Jr. off the bench. You got Johan Berenger. You guys picked up the center in the draft. Behind you go Barrett. Didn't look bad in the preseason. I mean, not preseason. In the summer league. Mike Conley, old self, is going to retire. But didn't really add much. Didn't honestly add that much. Just kept the same team, kind of like the Pistons. Next is the Trailblazers. The Trail Failures, I'll probably put them in the middle of the pack. You're probably going to be better than what they were last year for sure. They're going to build off what they were. Because they were better in the second half. One of the better teams in the second half, I will give them that. Donovan Clingan, he's going to get plenty of run time now. Because DeAndre Ayton's gone. He is off the team. Gladly off the team. You got Scoot Henderson. Sharp. Denny Adia. Hey. He might be that guy on that team. He might be that guy. You got Tamari Kamara. I said his name. Say his name wrong. You got Tamani Kamara. All right, that's enough. All defensive caliber player. Sorry for messing up your name. And then you got. Do they still got Rocco? Do they still have Rocco on their team? I'll be surprised if he's still on the team. But Jeremy Grant, he's getting paid a lot of money. That's the main issue about this team. You're paying a dude that you want when Damian Lillard left or is gonna leave. They pay him, basically panic pay him money for Damian Lillard to stay. He did not stay. He did not stay at all. Jan Hansen, I forgot about him. The guy you picked up in the draft that everyone was like, ooh, wow. They picked up a guy from China, very high in the draft. Hey, he can be pretty good in the league on one day. Who's probably a unicorn player, definitely a unicorn player. Matisse Thybulle, probably gonna trade him. Drew Holiday, gonna be a really good guy. Mentor to Scoot Henderson for sure. And Sharp. I feel like he's gonna be more of a mentor for Scoot. Chris Murray, get rid of him at this point. Dwap Reed, he's okay. You guys still got Rocco on their team, okay. But and you guys have Blake Wesley picked up from the Spurs. Team's okay. Team's just okay. Probably better than last year. Sneaky, maybe back end playing team, 10 seed. But I'll give them that. I'll put them at middle of the pack for sure. Jazz next year. Can't really see the logo. I know it's purple now. But the Utah Jazz, tank please. Tank for Darren Peterson or AJ DeManza or Cameron Boozer. One of those guys. One of those guys. Do that. Or Nate Ament if he's in this draft. Just tank. Tank. Larry Markkinen. Should have traded him to the Warriors. Big mistake. Very big mistake. Isaiah Collier. Walter Clayton. Ace Bailey too. Ace Bailey. Walker Kessler, top defensive guy in the league. Gonna have to pay him. You got Taylor. You got Hendricks. Sensabaugh. You got solid wings on your team. Solid wings. Good size. Pause. But next year. it's still next year. Lakers. Hopefully don't get screwed over in this draft. Lakers. Strong playoff team. And we might as well just put the Clippers there too. Lakers and Clippers. Strong playoff team. Both. I would say Clippers retirement home. Yeah. Kawhi situation. What's going on there. Bradley Beal needs a solid pickup. Chris Paul, old too, but solid pickup. Farewell tour. No more Paul George. I mean, I'm saying this hella late. This was last off season. James Harden. Can he go back to Nets? James Harden. 'Cause I ain't expecting no Rockets James Harden. No way in hell. No way in hell we're getting Rockets James Harden. Zubac, really solid guy. Chris Dunn, solid. Derrick Jones Jr. Solid. They got no more Norman Powell. Let's see who can take that role. No more Norman Powell. Maybe Bradley Beal can step up. Maybe Brook Lopez you guys picked up too. Solid. Nina Hauser, young guy, probably gonna be behind John Collins. Another solid pickup. Batum. Guys got solid players in the bus Kobe Brown, but you guys got solid players. But I don't know if I put them championship contenders or not. I don't know. It depends on Kawhi so much. Lakers, you already know you got Luka, 41-year-old LeBron. Austin Reeves, can he step up? DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, Jake LaRavia, all pickups from the offseason. I like the Euro pick and early in the second round. Bronny James, what's up with him? Gabe Vincent, Vanderbilt, Jackson Hayes. I feel like they're better than last year. Better than last year on paper. Let's see how much better they are. Next is the Kings. Middle of the pack. I can't put them next year. I don't feel like they're that bad. But let's put them middle of the pack. Might be worse than the Blazers in my opinion. I'm probably going to take the Blazers over the Kings. My opinion. Zach LaVine, Malik Monk, DeMar DeRozan, Devin Carter. Who else they got on their team? Keegan Murray, Sabonis. They got good high, mid to high tier role players / all-stars, ex-all-stars. But more about the defense, center position too. Nick Clifford, also solid pickup. Dario Saric, that player was terrible for the Kings. That Dario Saric, Valanciunas, obviously one-sided trade. The Nuggets won that trade by a landslide. Dennis Schroeder, solid pickup in the offseason too. Keon Ellis, solid 3-and-D wing. 3-and-D wing / guard, more of a guard. Drew Eubanks, like that's your backup. Come on. Middle of the pack. Can't put them any higher than sneaky. It ain't gonna be sneaky team. And then last but not least, we got the Warriors and we got the Suns. Suns might be better than people think. I'm probably gonna put them middle of the pack. Nothing higher than that. Nothing higher than middle of the pack. Nothing higher than that. And sneaky, like I said earlier, can be a playoff team. Doesn't mean they cannot be a playoff team. And they'll be like, oh, it should be 8 teams in each. No. I'm not doing that. Suns, Jalen Green, Devin Booker going 11 here. And then Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, Devin Booker. I don't know about this team. I really don't know about this team. Like, cool, you got Malak. You got younger. I'll say this team got younger. This team definitely got younger. Kobe Bryant and Malak, solid guys. Solid. Very solid. Nick Nick Richards, cool. Ryan Dunn, cool. Iguodala, cool. Grayson Allen's old, cool. Mark Williams. They got centers. Now they got centers for sure. Not the worst center rotation in the world. Rasheed Flemings, they really got a good draft. One of the better drafts in the 2025 draft class, 100%. Jordan Goodwin they picked up from the Lakers, underrated pickup. This team, I feel like middle of the pack or sneaky. They could be a sneaky team, but maybe hella wrong if I put them sneaky. Maybe I put them sneaky. Maybe I'll change later on. Now, the Warriors. I'll say strong, sneaky. I can't say sneaky because they're not really a sneaky team. I'll put them in strong playoff team. Probably 6 seed, 5 seed, 7, probably 6 to 7 seed. Same core. Got Horford, cool. Steph Curry, cool. Draymond, Kuminga's back on the team for like 1 year maybe. Trade him probably in the trade deadline. Post is cool. Paz, Moody. Probably gonna bring out Payton too, right? If I had to guess, bring back Gary Payton. Strong playoff team. And then last but not least, we got the Grizzlies. We got the last division, which is the Grizzlies, which I feel like it's gonna be a sneaky team. Grizzlies, sneaky team. Watch out for the Grizzlies. Maybe I'm hella wrong, but I feel like it's gonna be a sneaky. I don't know. They're gonna have a very slow start. I don't know. I really don't know. Probably middle of the pack. I gotta bump one team up to sneaky. Maybe probably a Western team, if anything. I don't know. Jaren Jackson, Cedric Howard, Brandon Clark, Zach Edey, Gigi Jackson, Jalen Wells, Santi Aldama they paid. New head coach first year. This team can just be anything. It could range from a playing team to like 12 seed. If I had to take a guess. If I just had to take a guess, that would probably be my guess. I really don't know much else to say about this team besides them having Cam Spencer and Ty Jerome now and Jock Landale, new pickups. I don't know. This team's just, I don't know. The Mavericks, I can see as a sneaky team. I'm not going to say strong playoff team, but I can definitely say a sneaky playoff team for sure. Definitely got Blair in the offseason. Cooper Flag, Kyrie going to be out, PJ Washington, Najee Marshall, Gafford, Lively, Cam Christie. Hey, say what you want about the Mavericks getting rigged in the draft. That team is still probably going to have a bounce back year. Kind of like the year they had when they picked Lively in the draft, and then they were a playoff team after that. Went to the finals that year. It's gonna be the same thing. This is gonna be not the same thing. Hold on, let me call now. They got Jalen Hardy too. Dennis Smith Jr. is back. Don't know how you feel about that. And Klay Thompson. Sneaky team. Pelicans also, I feel like they're gonna be a sneaky team. Maybe I am hella off. Probably one of my hotter takes. Maybe it's a cold take. But if Zion plays games, if he plays upwards of 60 games, this team could be a back-end playoff team, not even playing. They could be a 6 seed, for all I know. 7 seed, 8 seed. One of those seeds, it's probably going to be that. Bottom 6, 7, 8. Trey Murphy, Herb Jones. You got Jeremiah Fears, cool. Still stupid how you trade away your pick in the draft. I know that's dumb as hell next year. I know. That swap is stupid. That was completely dumb for Derek Queen. Come on. I'm not saying he's going to be a trash player, but Derek Queen. You got Yves Misi. You guys got a lot of talent. DeJounte Murray's going to be coming back later in the season. I'll say later. I don't know when, but later. Jordan Poole. Like, he's probably better what McCollum was probably, right? Jose Alvarado, obviously, too. Jordan Hawkins, Sadiq Bey, underrated pickup, Kevin Looney. Like, this team is deep. I just don't know. It's all about the health of Zion. Like, they can be easily a playing team with Zion. Easily a playing team. Easily. I'm not confident. Easily. Maybe like the 7-8 matchup in the play-in. Rockets, Strong playoff team. Even with Fred VanVleet out, I still feel like it's still a strong playoff team. Still feel like it's a strong playoff team. Still. I'm not downing them. I'm not gonna put them sneaky because that's not. I don't know. They got Kevin Durant. Damn it. They got Kevin Durant. Şengün, Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith Jr., Tari Eason, Steven Adams. Don't they have Capella back too? I think. Yeah, they got Capella back on their team. Reece Shepard needs to step up. Yeah, Reece Shepard definitely needs to step up. Yeah, as a point guard there on their team. Because who's really going to be a three-point shooter on the team? This team's not really a positive three-point shooting team, if I had to say. Jabari Smith Jr. need to step up in those threes. DFS needs to step up on those threes. Aaron Holiday needs to step up on those threes. I don't know. And then the Spurs, championship contenders. My favorite team. No. I'm going to put them sneaky playoff team. I don't know if they're a strong playoff team. I am not going to do that because they haven't made the playoffs in how long? They haven't made the playoffs in over 5 years. So I'm not doing that. So I'm going to put them as sneaky. Victor Wembanyama, your team, you can go anywhere. Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, Luke Cornett, De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox going to have an underrated season this upcoming season, I feel like. Kelly Olynyk. Jeremy Sohan, Champagnie. I mean, this team's deep as well. This team's kind of like the Pelicans. This team's deep, but we have that guy. Pelicans have that guy too, but we have that guy. And Mitch, you don't fail us. Hi, coach, don't fail us. Do not fail us. So I will get really mad. I will get really mad. I will get mad. I forgot to mention Keldon Johnson, but Keldon Johnson's kind of like, what if? Harrison Barnes, definitely a glue guy. One of our most reliable players last year. But, and Carter Bryant, our top prospect, probably not going to play that much. But, yeah. I feel like I'm fine with this tier list, in my opinion. Could be bad, could be a little worse. If I had to move teams up or down, maybe move the Celtics up to sneaky. If I had to say something, they could make the playoffs. They could F around just make the playoffs. Or beat 38-44 or something like that. Same thing for the Bulls. Same thing for the Heat. But, yeah. I feel like I'm fine with this tier list. Definitely messed up. But without further ado, let me know if you do agree or disagree. Have a good day. And peace out. Be safe.